Hello. Today we're going to talk about the present simple tense. First, its form. As you can see, with I, we, you, they, and any plural nouns, we use the verb in its base form. And with he, she, it, and any singular noun, we use the verb in its infinitive form plus s, es, or ies. With verbs ending in ss, ch, sh, x, or o, we add es, just like cross, crosses, kiss, kisses, watch, watches, and so on. With verbs ending with a consonant plus the letter y, we omit the letter y and add ies. For example, study, studies, fly, flies, and so on. With verbs ending with one vowel plus the letter y, we add s. For example, play, plays, stay, stays. We use the present simple tense for facts like the sun rises in the east. It's a fact. We use it too for states. For example, she works in the city center. Timetabled events in the future. My English lesson starts at 2 o'clock. The train leaves at 5 p.m. Routines and habits, often with adverbs of frequency. For example, he often watches TV in the evenings. We use adverbs of frequency to say how often something happens, and they come before the main verb but after the verb to be. For example, Tom is always busy, or Dad never shouts at me, or my brother. Some common adverbs of frequency are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. Now, I want you to try to correct the following verbs. She, space, eat ice cream every Monday. Tom, space, not play computer every day. They, space, speak English well. He, space, watch television every morning. I, space, get up late every morning. The baby, space, cry every night. Jack, space, drink milk in the morning. Bella, space, not study English every day. Tony, space, go to school by bus. My mother, space, clean the house every day. I, space, not drink coffee in the morning. The train, space, leave at 6 p.m. Talia usually space, do her homework without any help. Jack always space, cross the street carelessly. My father, space, carry my heavy bag every morning. Now we will move to the present continuous tense. As usual, we will start with the form. As you can see, I am walking. He, she, it is walking. We, you, they are walking. The general rule when changing a verb into its ing form is just to add the ing to the end of the verb. For example, feel, feeling, go, going, work, working. But there are some spelling exceptions. If the verb ends in an e, we omit the letter e and add ing. For example, live, living, make, making, have, having. If the verb ends in a consonant, vowel, consonant, and this is what we call the CVC pattern. We double the last or the final consonant and add ing. For example, stop, stopping, sit, setting, and so on. If a two-syllable verb ends in a consonant, vowel consonant, we don't double the final consonant when the stress is on the first syllable. For example, happen, happening, enter, entering. We didn't double the final consonant here, if you can notice. We don't double the final consonant when the verb ends in the letters W, X, or Y. For example, fix, fixing, enjoy, enjoying. And if the verb ends in IE, we change it to YING, like lie, lying, die, dying. Here are time expressions for the present continuous tense. At the moment, now, for the time being, this morning, this afternoon, or this month, today, look, and listen. We use the present continuous form for actions that are in progress at the time of speaking. For example, we're making a birthday cake for mom right now. Actions that are temporary, and temporary here mean for a short period of time, like I'm looking after my sister's dog this week. We use it too for situations that are changing or developing in the present, like more and more families are having financial problems, which means that the number of families having financial problems is increasing and it's not the same number every day. An annoying habit, often with continuity. For example, my mother is continually telling me to tidy my room. Or, I'm getting tired of you always coming late to class. So we use it when we want to express annoyance towards something. Plans and arrangements for the future. For example, we are having a family get-together on Saturday evening. Now, I want you to put the verb in the present continuous tense. I am really busy. I, space, study for the exam. Right now, we, space, ride camels. They said they, space, have a great time. Daisy, space, download an album. What, space, you do at the moment. They, space, wait for me in the cafe. Space, Oliver work hard. This is a question, by the way, it's not a sentence. The weather is terrible, so we, space, not go to the cinema. Correct the following verbs. Sorry, she can't come to the phone right now. She, space, have a bath. Look, someone, space, try to break into your car. This work is good. Your handwriting, space, get better and better. I, space, wear these old trousers at school this week as we, space, do a pottery course and it's very messy work. Where is John? He, space, play handball in the sports hall. This calculator, space, not work properly. Do you have another one? You can go outside now. It's, space, not raining anymore. What, space, you do? My watch is broken and I, space, try to fix it. Complete the sentences using the correct form of the present simple or present continuous tense. Sherry, space, find it hard to make new friends. She, space, not seem to be able to meet people easily. Look, it, space, rain. It, space, very rain in Greece in the summer. Joy, space, see a dentist tomorrow. She, space, ride her bike at the moment. She space ride her bike every evening before she space have dinner. Mom space get a call from my brother Steve twice a week. He space travel around Europe and space never forget to comb hair. When I space do something nice for my family, I space feel great. Tony can't come out to play because he space do his homework. He space do his homework every afternoon at this time. Space they always phone your grandparents before they go to visits. Stative verbs. Some verbs aren't usually used in continuous tenses. They are called stative verbs because they describe states and not actions. To talk about the present, we use these verbs in the present simple tense. The most common of them are verbs of emotion, like hate, like, love, prefer, and so on. For example, Peter hates his new school. Verbs of senses, like feel, hear, see, smell, and so on. For example, these flowers smell wonderful. Verbs which express a state of mind, like believe, doubt, forget, imagine, and so on. For example, I doubt Dad will be home in time for dinner. Verbs of possession, belong to, have, own, and so on. For example, do you know who owns that car parked in the street? Okay. Here are some verbs that can be both state or action verbs depending on their meanings. I think you made a mistake. Think here means believe. But I'm thinking about my mom now. Think here is a mental process. I have two cars. Have here means possess or own. But I'm having my lunch now. Have here means eat. I'm seeing my friend tomorrow evening. See here means meeting with. But when I say, I see what you mean, see here means understand. There are also expect, look, taste, smell. They can be both stative and action verbs. Now choose the correct form of the verb. Why are you smelling the soup? Or why do you smell the soup? Number 2. She was feeling his arm on her shoulder. Or she felt his arm on her shoulder. What are you thinking about? Or what do you think about? I'm feeling much better today. Or I feel much better today. What are you looking at? Or what do you look at? I'm not hearing you. Or I can't hear you. What are you thinking of me? Or what do you think of me? I am feeling we should go home now. I feel we should go home now. Thank you for watching.